This Hennessey Schools update made possible by Garrison Lumber. I think we're up.
On?
We're up.
Oh, okay.
We're up. Semi-live. Today is, what is today? This is Wednesday, to be aired on Thursday.
So when we say today, we're talking about Wednesday, which things have already happened that we're
write that down,
because
I can't keep track of it. We shoot a day before you see it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We do.
And by the way, it's raining, and I put my clean car outside
Yes.
so we could shoot this.
Okay.
So.
Well, I hate that for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very rare occasion it gets clean, but Mariana's not here to help anymore, so I have to do it. Yeah. Funny how that works.
It's missing Mariana.
Yes, sadly. Today's a very special day.
Okay.
We are at Garrison's Lumber.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we're not on a hard set anymore.
No, we're on a soft set.
On a soft set. Okay.
And Garrison's, of course, Joe Garrison's on the school board, and Diane, his wife, called the other day and said, well, I really want to do something special for Mike, kind of like thank you for everything you've done. And so she brought me these are the semi-world famous Diane Garrison. I don't even know what's in these things. They're absolutely amazing.
Chocolate chips, some butterscotch, some pretzels.
These things are like
fantastic.
to die for. I'm just going to leave the lid open. And
why don't you slide that right on over here?
Okay, I'm going to have to because I'll have to partake if I don't. So here I am delivering the cookies, Diane.
Thank you.
But there's a story.
It looks like you're going in two places.
Hey, that's pretty neat, huh?
Yeah, it
is. Snooze guard.
It makes it look like one of those commercials where you push your hand out and it does something else when it comes to the other side.
I'll have to work on that. We might as well do something with this stupid thing.
Yeah.
So the deal with these cookies are that every week at the every month at the school board meeting, Mike would bring cookies, but then Joe would come in with this secret little package and put them behind the board, and the common folk like me and others that are in the audience get the cookies that Mike brought, and only the board members got these special Diane cookies. Well, I took one and ate it, and holy moly, yeah, these are
good stuff.
I think you need to be selling these at the lumberyard, Diane.
Yeah, that would be a good treat.
Kind of a pretty cool deal.
Construction folks could come in, get their lumber and their hardware supplies, and then pick up a treat back out to the side.
The longer they're there, the more they buy.
That's right.
I wanted to mention Garrison's. I don't know, where did you grow up, Mike? Where were you
My dad was in the Air Force, so I grew up everywhere, but mainly home will always be Arnett, Oklahoma.
Okay. So, in
Ellis
Arnett,
County.
did you have a small little lumberyard hardware store kind of a thing you remember?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay, before the big box stores and everything.
Right.
I grew up in a small town in Rhode Island where we had the little hardware store that had lumber and everything else in the creaky floor. And the Garrisons have this amazing little store. I can't imagine anyone watching this hasn't been in there, but when you go in, you actually find someone that knows something. Well, first of all, you can find somebody, and then they know what it is you need and can help you with that, unlike other big
You can even describe, I need something that does this, make a noise or a motion, and they can go, oh, that's this.
I've drawn a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
And they've got that. And so big shout out to what the Garrisons are doing with that store. That is a really,
their
really
new house is
cool.
fantastic.
The what?
They built a new house.
Yes.
Out southwest of town.
I haven't been invited. Maybe I'll be invited out to make the cookies.
Yeah.
That would be a we're going in show.
Yeah, we've only been allowed to drive by.
I see.
We've never been able to allow to actually get out of the vehicle.
Oh,
so
that's very special. Yeah.
Okay. It's a neat house.
Okay. The other really big thing is, and it was on the front page of today's we're going in, the All About Hennessey POST newspaper, and Eagle Mart, our fine little convenience store on the north side of town,
right?
Owned by Sonny and Yash Patel and his sister Disha Patel and his brother-in-law Mike. Hard to keep track here. If anyone goes there, you'll know who these guys are. They're really, really cool guys, and you can read the whole story in the paper. Just go to allaboutHennessey.com and click on the newspaper and subscribe while you're there. They came from India and ended up in Chicago, graduated high school, and then a friend I guess that lives in Enid, told them that store in Hennessey was for sale.
Okay.
So they moved down, bought the store, moved into Hennessey. They've lived here for, what was it, like 11 years? Since 2011. They have children in school, and they wanted to do something to help the community.
Yeah, that's
And
fantastic,
So
isn't it?
they are donating a portion of the proceeds, profits, whatever you call it. When you buy gas, they donate part of that to the school.
Yep.
And that adds up really quick. I
Yeah,
mean, they sell
go through a lot of
thousands
gas.
gallons of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you need to put gas in your vehicle or get a snack, run by and say hi to the Patels and put some gas in your car, and that'll
Yep.
help the school.
Absolutely.
We're not. I guess you've worked out how that's going to work? I mean, they're going to.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in place. That's started already, so we're good
And I
to
think
go.
it's from the first of the
But-
year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my understanding
Yes.
as well. But the other thing, they have the $5 hamburger French fry special.
Oh, I know it.
They have winning lotto tickets.
Yep.
I think everybody that buys lotto tickets there wins big. So you can
I'm
go buy,
liking it.
Yeah, you can
And
go by there.
The something else that's really new that if you haven't been by there in a while, they put new gas pumps in that do now take credit card, and the
Yep.
pumps are open 24 hours. That wasn't a thing before.
And it's got a video feed.
A what?
A video
For what?
feed.
They can talk to you?
No. It actually, when you get out and are filling your vehicle up, I'm just dying to say when you go there and get gas, but I'm not going to. But when you go fill your vehicle up, that plays video, informational type videos. That had some stuff on about the weekend's
Could we
football
put the
games.
Dr. Wood show on there?
Well, we don't have a Dr. Wood show. If we had the
Hennessey School Update show.
That's what I was going to suggest, is that maybe they could run that feed in while people are.
So you could stand there and pump gas for like 30 minutes
Yeah.
while you watch the show.
And they would know that they were doing a good thing because they're watching the video about giving a portion of their sales to the school.
There you go.
While they're buying gas that they're going to give a portion of the sale to the school.
All right, so when you're in there, tell Sonny you want to see the Hennessey School Update show on the gas pumps.
Yeah.
We could get like lawn chairs and
I think the options
you know,
are,
get a flatbed truck. We could pull up there and sit on the back, you know, like going to a drive-up movie.
options are just rampant.
Anyway, check out the Hennessey Post, today's issue, Wednesday, you know the thing. And it's got some really good stories, including the one about the Eagle Mart.
Another example of what a great community we have supporting school and activities. Just
That's
again,
kind of, who would ever thought of that? That's pretty neat. That is a really, really
very
neat
nice.
deal. And I don't know how old their children are. I guess one's in second grade and one's in kindergarten.
kindergarten second, yeah.
Yeah.
They
So-
actually are Cindy
Your wife
Woods. My
is
wife is
one
the
of the teachers.
virtual teacher, and they are going virtual right now. So she works with both those kiddos.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. I just learned this. I mean, I'm literally, when we turned the camera on, that all the basketball games are canceled. What happened?
Understand that we had a positive test that had a significant impact on our girls' basketball teams, and so they are not going to get to play. And typically, when one team doesn't play, the other school doesn't want to play one game, they're going to probably go try to find replacement games so they can play a boys and a girls game.
So that took out all our basketball this week.
Yeah.
At least this week.
Yeah.
So stay tuned and we'll try
Yeah, I
to.
think everybody's back Friday or Saturday. I don't remember the exact day.
Okay.
But yeah.
And you're not taking the new quarantine. Are you doing the 5-day quarantine thing or are you doing the 10-day one?
Well, so the new quarantine guidelines are that with a negative test, you can return after 7 days. So 7 days, test on the 7th day. If you come back negative, you can come back to school on the 8th day. You can also go 10 days and both of these are without any symptoms as well. Mm-hmm. Without any symptoms, if you go 10 days, then you can come back to school, and then you just receive extra monitoring for both of them.
Oh, it was the near miss. The what do you call it? Close contact.
Close contact. Yes.
That's 5 days or the.
Well, close. No, it's the quarantine is for close contact. If you are actually
gotcha.
testing positive, then you have to stay out 10 days, as long as you don't have any symptoms, and you can come back on the 11th day.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it kind of aligned the gripe in the past was, well, I'm a close contact. I have to be out 14 days. The actual sick person only has to be out 10 days. So this is a little bit of a compromise, I would say, but that they're allowing us to do.
Okay.
So
You're a wanted man over there.
yeah, that was baby Holly.
Okay. What do you got cooking?
Okay, so there was, if you guys saw the news, there was a milk recall. There were several school districts that had milk that had been tainted with a food grade cleansing solution, and
It was clean.
It was. It kind of cleaned them out whenever they drink it, and so I asked Ms. Huntsberger, our fantastic cafeteria management person. And she checked all of our milk, and we don't have any of the tainted lots, so we should be fine. And she did have them double check every time they were providing milk that everything was good. That everything was good there. So the milk, if you were concerned about that, we've checked it out, and it is fine. Another thing we had talked about doing in response to an issue we had a while back is the cameras that they still do the thermal imaging, but people would come in, they would be scanned. If there was a high temperature, then the alert would be sent from the system to the appropriate people. Like high school cameras would go to the high school, and we segmented that a little bit more succinctly. But also now they will record motion just as a regular security camera
So they
would.
turn on.
So they would, right. So now they not only record and alert high temperatures, they are recording video all day long as well. And then after 5 o'clock, I think it is, then they go to only on motion. Mm-hmm. So we've added all those cameras now are acting as additional security cameras.
There's a whole bunch of them.
So
these are the cameras they installed at the beginning of the year for the thermal real-time temperature taking.
Exactly.
They're also security cameras that take video.
And so we got that all set up. So now, in addition to the thermal imaging, we're also now able to capture any type of traffic in the hallway. So if we have an issue, somebody needs detecting, we can detect them. So we got that all done. And we've been working with a company in down south of Dallas, Century Security, and they have been really, really good to come up and be a partner with us on this project.
If you haven't seen, there was a video we did a We're Going In episode 6 months ago. It was near the beginning of school.
Right.
About how all that worked and how they installed it and that kind
Channel
of thing.
5 did a ditty on it, and it Century picked it up and sent it to like 150 outlets. So it was pretty well viewed.
It's interesting to see how it all worked and that kind of thing. So
yeah.
Okay.
So we're starting to get questions about antibodies and vaccine. Unfortunately, we don't have a tremendous amount of guidance on this yet, but I did get to visit with the health department. The Kingfisher County Health Department, Andrea, is another fantastic asset to have at our disposal. And so how it works, if you have the antibodies, that does not allow you back in school. But if you get the vaccine and you develop the antibodies, then you would be. And so the question is why? Well, with the antibodies that you just test for, there's no way of knowing when you received those antibodies. And there's no testing, there's no research that shows how long they'll exactly last. So if I went in and I took the vaccine on January 20th and I tested positive for the COVID virus on January 20th, we know through the trials, through the trials, that the vaccine will produce antibodies at a sufficient level to keep you immune for this length of time, which I think is a year. But what they don't know and haven't done the research on is that if you generate the antibodies yourself, one, if you didn't know that you tested positive, you don't know how long you've been living on barred antibodies. And we're not sure exactly how long they last, and is that based on how severe a case of the COVID you had, which some folks don't even know they have it, and some folks, have unfortunately passed away, so it's got such a wide range of how it affects people. So because they don't know, the answer is no. You can't use that to come back. And we've had a lot of discussions about this, and again, we haven't got any thing from the CDC exactly on how to effectively use vaccination information. So just got to keep bearing with us on these things. As it changes, we try to stay up with it, and we try to stay current about what the latest guidelines are. And right now, the latest guidelines came back in, I think, August or October of 2020. And that's all they have still online now for the antibodies and for the vaccinations.
And this is off track here, but I guess OBI, Oklahoma Blood Institute, is doing a blood drive today,
Right.
Wednesday, and they were looking for people that have had.
Right.
That's
the folks that would come in and donate plasma, and then somebody that was ill with COVID then could receive that transfusion of plasma, and they would be getting the antibodies, and it's supposed to help them recover much faster. And they're also
not
using,
what I thought it was. Okay.
Well, I mean, there may be other things as well. I don't know. That's just what we've seen, and we have some employees that have had the COVID disease, and so they have been requested to come. They call you and say, "Hey, come give us some of your blood," so they can use the plasma to shorten the. I think the main thing it does is shorten the duration.
Gotcha.
And so, plus there's, I guess, new treatments coming out and new things all the time that are treating the symptoms, not necessarily the COVID, but treating the symptoms. So.
Gotcha.
But anyway, that's some of the discussions we've had to have with folks. Is, again, we understand you've had it. We understand that you have the antibodies, but that doesn't, by the CDC guidelines, that does not allow us to have you return to school, whether you have a doctor's note or not. So, and we stick with what our legal counsel advises us to do and what the CDC advises.
Well, and there's
us
a
to
whole
do.
bunch of, like, for example, I think the governor lightened up some things this week.
Well,
But the state health department said no.
Well,
or not agreeing or something.
Yeah, we talked about this the last time, and here's to clarify what they've done is basically Governor Stitt's executive order allowed you to come if you were exposed at school. If you were exposed anywhere else, this doesn't apply. But if you were exposed at school and you chose to stay in the classroom, you were allowed to do that. But you were not allowed to go to PE, you were not allowed to go to sports, you were not allowed to go to band, and you were not allowed to go to vocal music or any other type activity that would unduly expose you to to something.
No breathing.
So it really didn't help except just immediately in the classroom. And then what do you do when you're supposed to be in PE? What do we do with those kiddos then? So we're going to work through some things tomorrow. We've put together a release that some parents, again, if we can get it sorted out, we'll have something available if people do want their kids to stay in the classroom. We just have to figure out how we're going to manage that, because we are experiencing a few teachers that are being out due either to being taking care of their kiddos or being exposed or possibly testing positive. So
the kids won't get this, but the parents will. So is somebody going to roll in that big cart with the big giant TV and the VCR into the room? And like every time you had your teacher was sick and they'd have a substitute, the substitute would show up with the big AV cart with a TV on it, and you knew you were going to watch a movie that day. So no,
that we already have the carts with the big TVs in the classrooms.
Yes. So some of them are attached to the wall even, but
the
interactive. What are they called?
The panels?
The big panels. Interactive panels.
Yeah, just interactive panels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Some call them smart panels because that's kind of like Kleenex. It's been basically an industry name for forever.
Or trademark.
And I apologize for continually talking about COVID, but that's what's preoccupying us. I know everyone's sick and tired of hearing about it and dealing with it, and it's just really wearing everybody thin. But stick with us. We're trying to do it right and to take care of our kiddos. And again, we've never shut down.
Yeah.
We've not had a day where we have shut down.
And almost every school around us has. So I know Kingfisher's been out. Enid was out for a long time. So yeah, I commend you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate being commended. Parent-teacher conferences. I believe they're the 9th and the 11th. Check with the school.
Of
February.
Okay.
Yep. Check with the school because the different grade levels are going to approach it a little differently. We, again, in an effort to restore some saneness, some of the teachers said, could we, if we follow the CDC guidelines, and like you may have to wait in your vehicle in the parking lot until you're called, kind of like, going to the Olive Garden. We don't have those little gadgets that'll alert
you. In your car and come and get you.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe we'll text you. I'm not sure. I left it up to the principals to how they want to do it at their schools. But some of them wanted to do some in-person parent-teacher conferences.
Sure.
So if the parent chose to do that, then and the teacher agreed, then they would be able to have it in person and get some of that back. Get to where we get a little bit more of that in place. So,
nice.
So check with your school if you have any questions about how your parent-teacher conference is going to go with your kiddo. Check with the school. Again, those are February 9th and 11th, and those are of an evening. And then, so that means if we're having parent-teacher conferences, we got a day out coming up somewhere close to that as well.
Yep.
So,
and most of the numbers, I think all the school numbers are in the description of this video. So if for some reason you can't find that,
email me.
Delete this video.
You get and which walkers or the people walking in the dome have exceeded the 40s now, and we're like 43, I think. Wow. Got some really good feedback on what they would like to do, what parents or walkers would like to do as far as extended or adding more days and maybe getting a couple mornings. So again, working on that as well.
Is there any? I'm going to throw a bomb at you. Is there any plans for a coordinated walk, like they dance while they walk, or anything like that, like timed events?
Short answer, no. But we have a really good sound system.
We do.
And that Jalissa is a doll. She does a really nice job.
I met her the other day. What a dynamic young girl.
She's a neat kiddo. Again, another example of the quality kids that we have in Hennessey schools. But we could play like a polka.
I like that.
And they could do like that polka kind of stuff going around in the dome. They could, instead of just walking, maybe they could polka around.
How do you do that? Washing machine, the chicken dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but something like that. That's where as we grow, we'll just because we went into this not really knowing what the use rate was going to be, what the acceptance level was going to be, how it was going to work out. There were way more unknowns than knowns in how this was going to work. And so we feel like it's off to a really good start. And again, some folks were not comfortable walking during games. Mm-hmm. Get that. Luckily this week for them, no games.
Take advantage of it.
Get up there and walk a lot.
The dome is dark. The Eagle Event Center is dark, so they'll turn the lights on.
We do.
But the arena, there's nothing going on, so you can
walk in peace.
Very cool.
So again, those are all things that we are considering and trying to work out how we manage all that. So
great.
All right, I think that's all I had.
Awesome. Well, Diane, thank you so much for
what about the
cookies.
Valentine's Day
we need to do that. Thank you. Almost cost me there. All right, so Valentine's Day is coming up. And this is a Hennessey football fundraiser, chocolate-covered strawberries and pretzel rods. Jeez, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
We posted, this is on All About Hennessey's Facebook page this morning, so you can run over there and check it out. And then, of course, if you have anybody in the athletic, I guess it's football, any of the football kids will be selling these things. It looks pretty good. A box of 6 chocolate-covered strawberries is $10. And then a bag of chocolate-dipped pretzel rods are $6. And all orders need to be in by February 8th.
Okay.
So
Very
check
nice.
that out. This looks like a pretty fun way for them to raise a little bit of money. And
did you have anything about the board meeting? Are we even going to talk about the board meeting?
well, we can. I mean, it's
It's already over, so don't think, oop, I better get up there, because by the time you hear us talking about it, it was yesterday, which is
good
today.
point. Never mind. There was a board meeting tonight. Never mind. Okay, no big deal. Doesn't affect anything, but I guess you.
But me, yeah. So no big deal. Not important. Not important.
All right. Diane, thank you so much for the cookies.
Absolutely.
And, she specifically made them in appreciation for all that you've done for us. He's not leaving yet, okay? We got him till June. But I am getting lots of comments about everything that you brought to the community. And of course, the living monument in the former pool position will always always be
That will
remembered
be
by.
Yeah, I will be remembered as the guy who drained the pool.
Yeah.
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 Who built the dome?
And by the way,
I don't know.
built the dome. But yeah,
Who did this? I don't know.
Who wrecked the pool?
Who emptied the pool?
Well, we got two goods out of that. We got an amazing event center, and we got a new pool.
We got the best of both.
Yep.
Just
We did
can't have done it much better.
Awesome. All right, stay tuned on the basketball situation. We'll keep you updated what's going on there, and get over there and read about the Buy Gas Help School in the All About Hennessey Post. Subscribe. You know what? By the way, if you know of somebody that would like to have the post, it's free. So jump on the website and just put their email address in there, and they'll just start getting it. It's automatic. There's no cost, and it's a great little newspaper. It's getting better every week.
So when you go live with the paper to where you're printing it and doing, is it going to be the Clipper then again, or will it always be the Post?
No, it's always going to be the Post.
Okay.
Clipper still owns the name Clipper.
Okay.
But
all right. Very nice.
The official name is the Hennessey Post, but this is the Hennessey newspaper. It is the official Hennessey newspaper.
Outstanding.
So check it out. Thanks, Mike.
All right. Thank you, Jack.
See you next week. This Hennessey Schools update made possible by Garrison Lumber.